Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and we are back with Football Manager 2021 and Hammer Time with West Ham United. And I don't think we get this far in the Europa League, but we have. We're in the semi-finals. And today we have both legs against Olympique Lyonnais of France. It's our second French opposition in these knockout stages. In the other semi-final, Manchester United take on AC Milan. So we've got 4 teams left, 2 of them English. So there may be an all-English final, but we've got a very, very tough couple of games against Lyon, the leaders in Ligue by quite a few points as well. Last episode, we knocked out Real Betis in the quarterfinals. Despite us losing 2-1 in Spain, we turned it around in the home leg with that 4-1 victory. Nice performance, beating Brighton in between those 2 games as well. Since we last met, we have played a couple more league games. We hosted Crystal Palace and won 1-0. Ale with another goal there. I think that's his 18th goal in all competitions. That came in just 11 minutes. Palace also with a late red card. For once, it wasn't Milivojevic. It was Lianso getting a second booking late on. Yeah, we controlled the game in this one. It was a deserved win. Could have got, maybe another goal. I would have liked to win by more than 1, but it's 3 points on the board, which is always nice. And then against Burnley, we won by 2-0. This one was a bit closer. I think Burnley unlucky not to score here. Their XG was of 1.29, but we defended very well in this one. A good defensive performance, and defenders getting on the score sheet as well, which is nice. One of which was Abdou Diallo getting his first West Ham goal, and that came from a set piece inside 4 minutes. We did have the ball in the net 2 more times in the first half, both Origi and Diop scoring, but they were both offside, they were both disallowed. We did eventually double our lead 3 minutes into the second half, and it was Declan Rice with his 3rd goal of the season. Might have been his 4th, 3 or 4, not quite sure. But yeah, good defensive performance here. So we have 3 games left in the league. We have Wolves, Southampton and Norwich. We've got the Wolves game in between these 2 legs against Lyon, and much like we did with the Brighton game, if there's any goals I will show them to you. But next episode we're going to have our final 2 league games against Southampton and Norwich, and if we make the Europa League final, that will be our last video of the series, but that will depend on us beating Lyon, which is going to be tough. In the league table, we're still 5th, but things are looking a bit more comfortable than they were. We are 8 behind Liverpool, though they have a game in hand. But we're also 8 points clear of Spurs. They do have a game in hand, so they can reduce that gap to 5. But with just 3 games left, we could beat Wolves and maybe secure 5th place. We'll have to wait and see how things go. But yeah, we've definitely qualified for Europe again, but we'll see how high we finish. Okay, so we start off at home against Lyon. So, get a win here and we'll be okay. Richarlison suspended for this one because he's picked up 1 too many yellow cards. So we'll remove him. We'll put Ale back onto the bench because he missed the game against Burnley. Just a slight muscle injury there, but he's fine now. Soucek's in need of a rest, so we're going to start Gomez in place of Soucek. We're going to go back to Ale up front, pressing forward. I think we'll go supporting, pressing forward. Lyon are going to be a tough one. Do we start attacking? I'm going to start attacking and see how things go. We have Zinchenko back. Of course, he got sent off against Real Betis very early on. I'm amazed we only lost that 2-1 because we went 1-0 down and a man down inside 5 minutes. So I'm amazed that ended just 2-1. But yeah, a big performance at home in the second leg to get through. This one is going to be tough. So Lyon, we saw last time that they do like scoring their goals. Batshuayi, Lingard, Rain Adelaide all getting goals. Moussa Dembele's on the bench. They've got Mustafi in defence, which, Barkley as well. They've got some former Premier League players in here. Paquetá's a decent player. Okay, the team talk's gone well. They're looking inspired and motivated. Most of them are. But this is going to be difficult. Let's see how we do. I've got the Newcastle-Liverpool game on behind me. I've got the Newcastle-Liverpool game on as well, so I've kind of got 2 things being played at once at the moment. Hoping we can beat Newcastle, and we've got a possible chance here, and we've scored. 19 seconds, and we've scored. It's 1-0. I was kind of keeping an eye on the score behind me, because Newcastle-Liverpool's just kicked off, but Sebastian Haller has scored inside 20 seconds. We could not have asked for a better start here, but straight from a kick-off, Buendia getting past the number 3, the left-back, and puts a cross in there. Origi pulls it back for Haller, and he beats the goalkeeper, and it's a very early goal. Perfect start to the game. Barkley looking for Rain Adelaide and finds him, and that's hit the underside of the bar and gone in, and it's suddenly West Ham 1, Lyon 1, and we haven't even played 2 minutes yet. This is a remarkable start to the game. It's an early away goal for Lyon, which is not going to be that's going to be a problem. But Ross Barkley, a great ball for Real Adelaide, who hits it on the half volley, hits the underside of the bar and goes in. And inside 2 minutes, we've already had 2 goals. And we have a highlight from kickoff. Okay, I think we're going to see quite a few goals in this tie. I've got some history with Lyon. I managed them back on FM15. And it was with Lyon, actually, that I had the highest scoring game that I've ever had in a Champions League game. I think it was in our group. We beat Schalke by 8-5. That was a genuine thing that happened. If I can find it, I'll put a screen cap up. But I think Fekir got 4 assists in that one. So yeah, I've got some history with Lyon. Might be a team to revisit. I'm not quite sure. But let's see if we can, win this first leg and then finish the job in the second leg. Here is Buendia. Set up that early goal. And eventually got dispossessed there. Here's Maximenko, the Lyon keeper. No Anthony Lopez in goal, who, he's been first choice for Lyon for years as Tony Lopez. Origi to Aller. Fornals to Buendia. Got Ben Johnson on the overlap here. And Fornals finds him. Buendia gets it back. Fornals can strike from there and scores. It's 2-1. And we played 6.5 minutes. So how many goals are we going to get in this tie, honestly? We've had 3 goals inside 7 minutes. That great pass in play. Johnson's up from the overlap. And then Buendia. Lovely pass for Fornals, who's got plenty of time to strike it. Strikes it very nice. Good finish. We're so early into the game, I can't even do a shout yet. Because shouts don't take effect until you played 10 minutes. And we've had 3 goals. Here's Buendia to Johnson. Buendia. Oh, he's hit the post. That was very nearly 3-1. We haven't played... We're just past 10 minutes. I'm going to make my first shout of the match because I can. Let's demand more. Just score more goals, guys, because this is incredible. What's going on? Amavi. That's going to be Kakare. That's our off target. Okay, we've finally settled down a little bit. We're up to half an hour and we haven't had any more goals. 38th minute of the match. Buendia on the corner kick here for West Ham. It's come out to Diallo, who has a go, but not on target. Fornals got space to move into. Again, got Ben Johnson on support. Here he is. He could go for there, and he does go for goal, but it's over. Half time, 2-1. Things did settle down after a blistering start. 3 goals in the first 7 minutes. Finally, things have started to settle down a little bit. But, good first half. But we're taking the game to them here, and it's definitely worked. We're having the possession. We've had more shots than them. They've scored with their only shot on target. So far, I'm very pleased. Gomez is not having a good game, though. We brought him on in place of Souček, and he hasn't really impressed. We're going to fully rest Souček today and not play him. We're going to go Mark Noble alongside Fornals. Just bring him back a little bit as a defensive DLP. Zinchenko, again, hasn't really offered too much. A 6.3. I know, again, you might say that's a little bit low, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. As we approach the last 20 minutes, we still have this 2-1 lead. A third goal would really help us out. Hopefully we don't concede anymore. Diop to Johnson. Oh, that took a deflection off the attacker there. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Zinchenko's got lots of space here. He has also got Origi ahead of him. Zinchenko's going to go all the way here, though. He's managed to hold on, and eventually Real Adelaide does win the ball, but now that leaves Zinchenko out of position. But we've got the ball back. Fornals. Amavi heads that away to Lingard. Lingard goes long, finds Batshuayi, who's in on goal, 1-on-1, and drags it wide. Batshuayi should have scored that. Zinchenko's on a 6.2, so I think that's the thing. He's getting forward and he's losing the ball. And that's why he's getting, that low rating. I'm going to get Zinchenko to take fewer risks. Hopefully that'll mean that he's going to find a pass and not try and run with the ball. That might help things out. I'm not quite sure. We do need to make some changes, though, because we are getting some very tired legs out there. We're going to bring on Gray for Buendia. Last 10 minutes. We've still got a lead. So I'm pleased. It's been good. There's a late free kick here, though. 87th minute. Oh, it's hit the side netting, did Paquetá. Fabianski came out and didn't get it. Risky. Right, we've got one more change. Origi for Yarmolenko. Okay, after the first leg, we've got a lead. That's good going as far as I'm concerned. I wasn't even sure we'd win this first leg or even get anything like a draw. But 3 goals inside the first 7 minutes and nothing else after that. Lyon had 1 shot on target, which they scored with. We scored, the 2 early goals. After 90 minutes, I think we've done really well to get a win there. I'm impressed with that. Although we've got to travel to France and avoid defeat now. That away goal, again, could be very crucial. So as we did before, we will do the Wolves game, and if there's any goals, I'll show them to you. Other than that, we'll go straight on to Lyon. But yeah, I'll show you any goals from Wolves, but that's it. Okay, we've made a few changes for Wolves. Cardozo is in for Diop. Anderson is in for Fornals. Soucek's back in for Gomez. We have Richarlison back on the bench as well. Well, not the start I was hoping for. It is 1-0 to Wolves inside 6 minutes. It was Rojas finding Fabio Silva, who got inside the number 4 and fired past Fabianski. Wolves take an early lead. Not what we wanted to see. 3.5 minutes into the second half, and it is 1-1, and it's Divock Origi with his 13th goal of the season, and Javan Anderson with the assist. Origi winning their header past the goalkeeper, Rui Patricio. 1 apiece. Good start of the second half for West Ham. 62 minutes, it's 2-1 to West Ham, and it is goal number 20 of the season for Sebastian Haller, and it's Anderson with the assist again, and it's Haller with the header. 62 minutes, it is 2-1. We lead for the first time in the game. It's another win. It's 2-1 against Wolves. Origi and Haller scoring the goals. And that may have seen us secure 5th place. We'll see how Spurs did. Well, Spurs do have 2 games in hand. So we'll have to wait and see how they do in them. But one more victory, I think, will secure 5th place. I'm not quite sure. But 5 points behind Liverpool with their game in hand. If they win that, then they'll secure 4th place. If they don't, there is an outside chance of us breaking that top 4. But Liverpool need to win that game in hand to secure top 4. Lyon lost to Angers in their most recent game. They're still top of Ligue 1. They've got a big lead over Paris Saint-Germain, but they've just lost. They lost 4-3 to Angers. They lost to us. That's the first time they've lost in a while. That's their first defeat since the new year. And that was against Châteauroux in the 2nd division in France. That was only their 5th competitive defeat all season, that win against Lyon. They're doing very, very well. Now in France, we need to avoid defeat, and Haller might be out. Tight hamstring. We'll wait and see how he is. We'll assess his fitness, but we may be missing Haller for the second leg. We've played him a lot this season, but yeah, especially recently, he started a lot of games. He may be doubtful for this second leg. Okay, Haller, fitness test not required, remains some way short of full fitness and should be monitored. I think we'll bench him for this. I think we'll have him on the bench. So we're going to move Origi up top. We're going to start Richarlison on the left. We're going to start unbalanced. We're going to see how things go, and we may move to attacking. We may move, more defensive, more counter-attacking. But we're going to start unbalanced and just assess the game and see how things go. We need to avoid defeat. Away goal would be lovely, but just make sure we don't, concede too many. Don't be too leaky. We've been pretty good defensively recently. Denea is in for Lyon. I think he's come in for someone else. Hassam Aouar, I don't think played in the first leg either. So did they rotate for that first leg? It certainly looks like they did. And Dembele's on the bench again. This is a big game. This could be a chance for a place in the final. I haven't seen how United and Milan did. I didn't look at that, to be honest. Richarlison with the ball here in the first 3 minutes. Ben Johnson's got it. His Fornals and Origi, and that was very nearly an early away goal there, but Origi heads wide. The first leg ended 3-0 against AC Milan, so it looks like it's going to be Man United making the final. And in the second leg, they've taken an early lead with an away goal. So it looks like Man United are going to be in the final. Are we going to join them in an all-English final, or will Lyon? Well, let's wait and see. Throw in for Lyon, 20th minute of the match. Adelaide back to Dubois, and the cross, and it's over by Batshuayi. Okay, we've got lots of possession in these early stages, so we're going to go a little bit more positive. Try and get that away goal. Header away there by Diallo. Richarlison's got lots of space to move into here. He has got Origi in support, but Richarlison is going to go all the way, it seems. And it's Emi Buendia, and it's in. It's an away goal. And that might be the most important goal we've scored all season. Buendia, 26 minutes in, makes it 1-0 on the night and 3-1 on aggregate. And Lyon now need to score 3 to go through in these 19 minutes. 2 will mean extra time, so they're going to need 3 to get through after these 19 minutes. But Buendia set up by Richarlison, both wide players linking together there at a big away goal. We are taking it to the leaders of Ligue 1. I didn't think I'd be saying that. These guys are doing better than PSG. So this is like a really good thing we're doing here. I'm so impressed with how these guys have been doing in these Europa League knockout games. There have been some tough games. Nantes was tough. Leverkusen was tough. Real Betis was tough. We lost that first leg. But these guys are doing it. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. Buendia scored again. It's 4-1 on aggregate. I don't know how we're pulling this off. But At the moment, we are well on our way to an all-English Europa League final against Manchester United. This is absolutely amazing stuff. Zinchenko with the cross. Buendia volley as well. Fantastic finish. This is amazing. We are saving our best football for the end of the season and the end of this series for sure. This is amazing stuff. And you know what? If we're going to continue playing football like this, I might pick this up again in the future. I know we're moving on to a new series after this season, but I'm going to keep hold of this save because I'm loving how things are going at the moment. We might move this on because, you know, we might get Champions League next season. Who knows? We'd have to win the Europa League, I think. But things are going extremely well. Free kick for Lyon with Aouar, and it's headed away by Souček. Here is Aouar again. And Adelaide in lots of space. Good save, Fabianski. Right, we're going to go to balance. We're in good control of this. Another set piece for Lyon. I mean, Betis in that first leg had, I think, 23 corners. Something ridiculous like that. Maybe more. Cornet. Oh, he's missed the header and it's cleared by Zinchenko. Lyon are really not up to scratch at the moment. I don't know what's gone on, but they lost that first leg. They lost to Angers. They've lost very few games this season, but at the moment, they're looking at 3 defeats in 3, which is ridiculous for them. Here's Lingard, and Lingard shoots it straight at Fabianski. Okay, substitution coming in. Souček is going to come off. Mark Noble is going to come on. Come on, guys. We are 20 minutes away from a Europa League final here. And Lyon have to score 4 goals to get through. They need 4 goals because we have more away goals than them. At the moment, it looks like they're not going to get one with less than 15 minutes left. Buendia is going to come off. Gray is going to come on. We're going to drop Johnson and Zinchenko back to a flat back 5 and just run down this clock for 10 minutes. This has been a remarkable performance over the 2 legs. A stunning performance. And then maybe another goal. Yeah, Zinchenko on a free kick here with 4 minutes of normal time to play. It's Damari Gray. Fornals. Gray. This could be 3-0. Oh, it's not. Maximenko did well there. 2 minutes of stoppage time to play. That's all. We've got one more change we can make. I mean, we're just wasting time at this point, aren't we? Rice for Cardo. Oh, I've made all 3 changes, have I? Well, full time. It's 2-0 on the night. It's 4-1 on aggregate. I can't believe it, but we're in the Europa League final. And I imagine we're going to face Man United. They had a big lead over Lyon, over AC Milan rather. I'm really pleased about that. Milan did manage to get a draw on the night in the end, but United with a 4-1 win on aggregate over AC Milan. So there's a Man United West Ham Europa League final, an all-English final. I mean, I don't think we've beaten United at all this series. So, you know, if ever there's a time to do it, it's this one. But we're in the Europa League final at the Ramon Sanchez Piece 1 in Sevilla. So we've got 2 videos of this yet. We've got 2 more. We've got Southampton and Norwich in our last 2 Premier League games. That's going to be next episode. And then after that, we are going to have a Europa League final against Manchester United in Sevilla. Yeah, Spurs drew against Middlesbrough. So Spurs cannot finish 5th now. And they're just beating Krasnodar. Spurs are still in the Europa Conference League. Oh, that's the thing that's going on. So Spurs and Sevilla is going to be the final of that. So Sevilla in a final and also hosting a final. So where's that being played then? The Europa Conference League final. Estadio Cornellà El Prat. Whose stadium is that? That is Espanyol Stadium. Okay. Do you know what? Since we're looking at European competitions, the Champions League final is Liverpool Real Madrid. It's a rematch from 2018. And that's going to be in St. Petersburg. So we have 4 English sides in European finals at the end of the season. That's fantastic. Liverpool, West Ham, Man United and Tottenham all in European finals this season. That's great to see. And it's England just dominating Europe. Well, hopefully they'll all win. Or 3 of them will win because, of course, we need to beat Man United. But that's going to be tough. We haven't beaten them yet this series. Anyway, God knows how long this video has been, but let's end it here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below, leave comments if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, do subscribe and turn on notifications. Next time we'll have our final 2 league games as we hopefully try and, you know, chase after Liverpool, but, you know, they've got a game in hand. It looks like we're going to be stuck in 5th place because I imagine Liverpool will pick up that point that they need. I think they just need a point as well because their goal difference is so much better. So they will pick that up. It looks like we're stuck 5th place. That's next time. After that, of course, we've got that big cup final, the Europa League final, which I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully we can beat United. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.